Gaming is dying and greed is killing it. This is kind of the first time that I truly believe that this era of gaming is coming to an end. The era of microtransactions, the era of loot boxes, the era of everything costing way too much money. Let me explain. If you somehow didn't know and you're living under a rock, Nintendo announced a few weeks back that the next Mario Kart game is going to cost $80. $80 for Mario Kart. I've never been the biggest Mario Kart fan, but it's hard to imagine even the most loyal Nintendo fanboys being okay with this and paying that much for a racing game. I mean, as soon as I saw this, I knew it would only be a matter of time before all these greedy-ass developers started raising their prices to $80. But what I didn't expect is that it would happen so soon. Earlier today, Xbox announced that they're raising the prices of Xbox hardware by $80 to $100, and they're also planning to release $80 games this year. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let me read this out for you. The Xbox Series S, 512 gigabytes, is going to go from $300 to $379, an $80 price increase. Xbox Series S, 1 TB, going from $350 to $430, another $80 price increase. The Xbox Series X Digital is going from $450 to $550, $100 more dollars, please. The Xbox Series X, $500 to $600. Xbox Series X 2 TB, $600 to $740, $140 more, $740 for an Xbox console. $740 for a console with no games. What? Good luck. If you're a kid, if you're some little kid who wants a console for Christmas, good fucking luck asking your mom and dad to buy this for you. Good luck. Just for comparison, the Xbox 360 came out in 2005. It launched for $300. And then there was also the premium version that launched with $400, which came with an extra hard drive, an extra controller, and a headset. This is ridiculous. You're paying $740 for a console that just has 2 TB of storage. So what does Microsoft have to say about this? They said, and I quote, "We understand that these changes are challenging." You, Microsoft. You. These changes are challenging, yeah, for the consumer who has to pay out the ass. Anyways, quote, "And they were made with careful consideration." Yeah, right. Given market conditions and the rising cost of development. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to play games across any screen and ensuring value for Xbox players. We also expect to adjust the pricing of some of our new first-party games starting this holiday season to $80. What first-party games? Your games suck, Microsoft! The last Halo was shit! How can you go from Halo 1, 2, and 3, absolute masterpieces of gaming, to Halo Infinite? Makes no sense. I'm getting off topic. Quote, "Those titles purchased on the Xbox Store have the benefit of Xbox Play Anywhere, allowing players to buy once and play on console and PC at no additional cost." Wow, thank you, Microsoft. Thank you. Wow. The only thing I have to say about this is,
you're cool. And you, I'm out.
you, Microsoft. You, Nintendo, for opening the dam and opening the floodgates, and you in advance to Sony because you know they're gonna announce their price hikes any day now. And you know what? While we're at it, EA, Ubisoft, all of these big AAA developers who keep pushing out these broken games for $70, or excuse me, now they're gonna be $80. Half of them are not even worth the discs that they're printed on. Oh wait. What disc? Because everything is going to digital now. That's another thing that's killing gaming. You will own nothing and be happy. Look up that quote. Gaming has gotten so bad, guys. I honestly can't even remember the last time I paid full price for a AAA game. I mean, I can just tell. I mean, I've gotten so good at sniffing out these games. I can just tell the moment I see a gameplay or a trailer that these games aren't going to live up to the hype and that they're not going to be worth the asking price. $70 is so much money, guys. If you just Just really think about it. 70 bones, 70 American US dollars. These games are not worth it. And any fanboys in the comments, I know you're going to defend this crap. You're going to defend these mega corporations. You're going to suck their but don't buy these games. Don't support these practices. Wait for a sale. That is the biggest solution. This is how you save your money, your sanity, and maybe we can even save gaming, guys. We can, if we don't buy these things, we can show them that we will not stand for this crap. Wait for these games to just go half off. Wait for these games to go half off price or even cheaper, because they will. They will. If people do not buy this crap, the games will get cheaper. And when you do, you will be so glad you didn't spend $70 on a mediocre, half-baked garbage mess. Speaking of garbage, you want to hear another issue that's killing gaming? Monetization and microtransactions. Please, please give us money, even though you already paid $70. Please, please, we need more money, says Ubisoft, EA, all these companies that are putting microtransactions in single-player games. Call of Duty, Activision, $30 for like a cosmetic bundle in a game that's $70. Almost half the price of a game, you're buying a cosmetic. These microtransactions have gotten out of control. If your game costs $70, you should not have a single microtransaction. Period. If I pay full price for a game, I expect to get all the content in the game. Ubisoft, EA, Activision. If it's a free-to-play game, sure, whatever, fine. Put in a microtransaction. The game's free. You gotta make up for development costs somehow. But if I'm paying for a game, hell no. And yes, one last thing to all the fanboys. No, it's not the tariffs that are the issue. These companies are making millions and billions of dollars off the games they sell. Gaming has never been more profitable. They are making so much money. And yet we're paying $80 for Mario Kart! For fucking Mario Kart! The whole rising cost of development thing is bullshit. It's a lie. Let me ask you this. Why are games that were developed on a fraction of today's budgets, why are they so much better than the bullshit modern crap we get now? You'd think that spending $200 million on a game would result in like the greatest game of all time. Something incredible, something that people would be playing for generations. Oh wait, just look at the Suicide Squad game or The Last of Us Part 2. These games that cost hundreds of millions of dollars to make, that are horrible games, they're poorly received, and they just end up horrible games. Thank God for the leaks. Otherwise, I would have probably wasted $60 on The Last of Us Part 2. And no, and Ellie's not the main character. Joel is the main character. Sorry. I just had to get that out there. Rant over. I'm getting sidetracked. I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. This is going way too far. At this point, I mean, I said it earlier. At this point, I am just never, ever going to buy a AAA game again at full price. I can't. They're too expensive. This is just getting ridiculous. $100 for Joy-Cons. $200 for a Xbox Pro controller. Whatever it's called. The Elite controller bullshit. That's probably the same. What the actual fuck? I don't know anymore, guys. This is ridiculous. These price increases are out of control. Do not buy this crap. Wait for a sale. If you take anything away from this video, buy things on a sale. You'll save your money. You'll be glad that you saved your money. And you'll be glad that you didn't give these companies full price for a half-baked garbage game. Another solution, buy indie games. There are so many amazing, talented indie developers out there making incredible games for a fraction of a cost. For the cost of a Starbucks coffee. You're telling me that some of the greatest indie games ever made, built like by one guy or like 10 people, are better than AAA games that cost $200 million, made by teams of hundreds who put in thousands of man-hours. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. These indie games are better. These mega budget games with thousands of man-hours and marketing hype and advertising budgets are getting outshined by $10 games made by furries. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is just kind of a rant video, but This whole thing is absolutely insane. I just had to talk about this. I had to get this off my chest. Gaming is dying, guys. This is it. Gaming has now officially become a luxury good, something for the wealthy. You don't have a ton of money? You go yourself. I guess you got to buy secondhand consoles, or I don't know, or wait like years before you can buy someone's used console. But at this point, it's better to wait. You're getting a console for cheaper, and then by then, all the good games will have already come out, and you can get those for a fraction of the price as well. Here's another thing. Hold on. We're going into another rant. You're telling me that Nintendo is launching with only... You're telling me that the Nintendo Switch 2 is only launching with Mario Kart. Only with Mario Kart. Not a Mario game, not a new 3D Mario game, hell, even a 2D Mario game, not even a Zelda game. Mario Kart. And the DK game doesn't even come out for a month after launch. I'm telling you, don't buy these consoles at launch. Don't buy games at launch. Be a patient gamer. Just be patient. Just stick with what you've already got. Just finish your backlog. You don't need that new shiny thing. You don't. Just wait. Just be patient and save your money. I don't know. That's all I've got. If this video somehow gets any views, thank you for watching this far. Like and subscribe. I usually don't do videos like this, but I just had to get this out there. I have to let you guys know that this is bullshit, and we as consumers cannot stand for this. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.